Apologies ahead of time if you hear any cicadas. They're mostly quieted down now, but there are some of them there are some stragglers still around. Well, a couple of weeks ago, just forget it. They were going crazy. Boy, I mean, I had to put in earplugs. Just they were so loud. Boy, I mean, that's a weird thing, huh? Cicadas? They're just, I mean, underground for 17 years, and then they all crawl out at the same time. And they're just back in the world again, shedding their skins and making a racket. Same as us, right? I guess things are pretty much getting back to normal, whatever that means. And everybody's creeping out of their houses and taking off their masks. Well, I'll be honest, the lockdown didn't make much of a difference to me, because I wasn't going out much anyway, or seeing people. I was just pretty much following the protocol already, so I didn't care. I mean, most places deliver, after all, and then anything else you want, you can just get it off of Amazon, and they'll bring it to you the next day. So, if you Amazon, if you got the Prime, that's what I have. Amazon Prime. So I didn't mind. I was staying in. Or everybody else was going nuts, though. I saw people just online just bitching about their hair. I just laughed, because I haven't been to a barber in years. My wife, Libby, she used to always do mine. And then after she passed away, I just cut it myself. I don't know, so it's like, just seemed like it's been forever. But I don't know, I just, not professional looking, but it's good enough. I figure I don't really hardly see anyone, so who cares what my hair looks like. I see my son Garrett, though. I see him not in person, on the computer. And he's in the Air Force, and he and his family, they're always jumping from state to state. And they're out in Tacoma now. But my granddaughter Bella, she's 6. Yeah, she's really a character. What a pistol. So funny. And we do the Zoom every couple of weeks. She makes fun of this shirt that I wear. Why are you always wearing the pineapples, Pop? The shirt's got little pineapples on it. And, I've had it for, God knows that's what that is. It's an old shirt, but it's comfortable. And why are you always wearing pineapples? Oh, gosh. She gets that from her dad, by the way. Now, he is always on my back about something. After Libby passed, he just kept trying to get me to do stuff. Just go fishing or I don't know, clean out the tool shed or something. Just anything. I don't know, anything to distract me, I guess. But I wasn't really up for it. Not any of it. Then he was on this therapy track for like a couple of years. I mean, it just, how worried it was, and how I should talk to someone, a counselor or what have you. Well, that's a non-starter. But at the time, I just had to tell him, Garrett, you got your clock and I got mine. And my clock goes only at its own time. And you need to leave it alone. Well, which he did. Mostly, but I don't know, this vaccination was the latest thing. He just was, he didn't like that I was dragging my heels about it. And he kept, Dad, you got to get the shots. You're high risk. Well, and I said, well, then why do you want to make me leave the house? With my luck, I'll get the virus on the way to get the vaccination. But I got him anyway. Just shut him up. Both doses. Both doses. It was easy enough. I just went down to elementary school, and they had tables all set up there, and in the cafeteria, and just went down, got in line there, and zip, zip. It was done. But what's funny is one of the volunteers there checking people in was Garrett's third grade teacher, Miss Calloway. And now I didn't recognize her at first because it's been a really long time, and she didn't look like she used to look. Well, I don't either, obviously. But once I figured out who she was, and then we started to chit-chatted there for a bit, and it turns out she's retired a couple of years ago, and so the volunteering thing was, was giving her something to do, which is nice. And somehow this new cafe came up, and she was saying how she wanted to, try their brunch because it was like really good, but that she felt dumb if she go in there by herself. So, she hadn't tried it yet. And I said, no, I get that. I feel dumb just sitting alone, too. And then it was my turn to get the shots. And so I just said goodbye. And that was that. But later, when I was telling all that to my son, Garrett, Garrett said she was wanting to have brunch with you, you dodo. And I said, well, she was asking you out. And I said, well, I don't know. I mean, well, I have to say, it did not occur to me. But it just seemed like she was making conversation to me. And then when I went back for the second shot, I saw her again there a few weeks later, and she was at the table, and she said, hey, Dale, did you ever go over to that new cafe there and make it down there? And I said, no, I'm not yet. And then she said, well, me either, but I hear they got popovers, so maybe we should, pop over there sometime and check it out. Which I thought that was funny. So I didn't say anything because the guy with the needle was waving at me to, come get my shot. So I just got my second dose. But I think Garrett was right. I think maybe she did want me to go to brunch with her. So that's something that I've been thinking about. Well, that and the cicadas, obviously. But there is a logical connection there, right? I mean, well, here's my question about the cicadas. How do they know when it's time to go, do you think? To crawl out of the ground and like they do. 17 years and, well, it's a weird number. It's a weird amount of time. Somehow they all know. Okay, let's go. Everybody out. This is a new shirt, by the way. I just want to see if Bella notices there's no pineapples. Got it with Amazon Prime. Anyway, I'm thinking about dropping by the school again. I don't need any more shots, but I know Miss Calloway volunteers on most afternoons there, and I thought I might, walk up to the table and just say, hey, I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd pop over and say hello. I think she'll get it. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. You know, but I'm gonna go to the barber's first. You know, get a proper sort of haircut. It's getting a little scruffy there in the back. So I think it's time.